So this is a gear review of my shoes that I use for indoor ranges and my shoes that I use for outdoor ranges. Within your shooting gear, I recommend that you have different types of shoes for different types of conditions in indoor and or on outdoor ranges. The types of shoes you use is, as with many gear considerations, it's always very personal and individual, and obviously also tied to the budgets that you want to spend on them. Regrettably, I also learned the hard way that if you do not consider the types of shoes you use, or you use the wrong shoes in the wrong environment, that does impact your performance in a negative way. So again, I learned it the hard way, and through learning and talking and researching, I actually came to this solution. As you can see, both shoes are actually low-cut shoes. I do encounter shooters that have hiking type shoes that they use for indoors, for outdoors, with very high soles, very rugged, regardless of being indoor or outdoor. Through experimentation, I did not like them very much because they do limit the flexibility, and oftentimes they also weigh a little more. Especially in Belgium, most of the indoor ranges, also the range of the club in which I train, is made out of concrete. There might be a little sand, it might be a little greasy, but for these types of ranges, it's important to have rubber soles that are very soft and that really have a good grip. And if you compare them to other sports, where they also exercise indoors on slippery floors and so on, you actually end up with handball, volleyball, badminton types of shoes. And actually, that's where I found these shoes. They're actually handball shoes with a very, very, very soft rubber sole. Actually, this is my second pair of Asics. I think these are the Asics Sky Elite FF model. The most important things about these shoes is the rubber sole, which is very, very soft, and it provides a very good grip. The disadvantage is that, since this is already my second pair, that because the rubber is very soft, it wears off, especially if you do a lot of running and quick changes and stuff like that. And that's the only disadvantage of these types of shoes with rubber soles, is that you have to replace them from time to time. I would say once a year, maximum once every 2 years, that you need to change out these shoes because of the wear and tear. They provide a very, very good grip. They have a very wide tip. They actually fix the feet in the shoes very well. Not overly, so it still feels very comfortable. They're very easy to clean. They are breathable. So through the different holes in the shoes, make sure that the heat gets out, but no moisture gets in, and the temperature is well regulated in the shoe. And as I said, the only real disadvantage is the fact that there's quick wear on the soft rubber soles, and you have to replace them once the soles are worn out. Regrettably, Belgium does not have a lot of outdoor ranges. We have a couple of them, and on them they actually organize great matches. And I never use indoor shoes for outdoor matches. So for my outdoor matches, I actually wear these shoes. These are the Salomon Speedcross 5s in red. And as you can see, one of the very distinguishing marks are the soles, obviously made of rubber, but with very aggressive bulges that provide very, very good grip on a terrain with sand, mud, or pebbles. So they are very, very aggressive and they provide excellent grip. Also, they provide good support for the feet. And what I really like about the Salomons is the lacing system. It's just full. You can get this down and then everything is fixed. And to open up, you just have to pull again and then everything opens up. And your feet are very stable. Also breathable material and waterproof so that the feet do not get wet. As with the indoor shoes, also these shoes, especially I would imagine if you train a lot on outdoor ranges, that these aggressive bulges actually wear down and obviously lose the grip. So depending on how frequently you train or do matches on outdoor ranges with pebbles, sand, mud and stuff like that, I can imagine that these things wear much more quickly. I would assume that you would have to change these shoes every 3 years, maybe 3 to 4 years, that these bulges are worn off, so that they do not provide the aggressive grip that you need to complete these stages. As with any gear that we use in IPSC-USPSA, whether or not it's obviously the gun, the mags, the bullets, the competition rig, and so forth, the gear itself does not make or break our performance, but it helps us focus on the things that matter. And the things that matter is shooting alphas fast,